Hi Gemini, welcome to your week ahead reading for May 10th through 16th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. This is intended to be an all-encompassing reading. It's not looking at one thing in particular. So it might be romance heavy or work and money heavy, all of one, or a little bit of everything, or yeah. So we're just going to see what comes out. If this is about a person, this could resonate with yours or their moon, rising, or Venus sign also. And happy Mother's Day to all of you if it applies. You're in the States or elsewhere. All right, Gemini. Gemini. The Moon card, that's been coming up a lot. The Hermit's been coming up a lot. 8 of Swords. Pisces or Cancerian. Page of Wands. 10 of Wands. King of Swords. 7 of Swords. 5 of Cups. Oopsie. 6 of Wands. Boom. Okay. All right, little guys. All right. So money, I don't think this is about money or job. Money's okay. Is it job or what is it? Is it romance or job? Because money's okay. Money is not, there's no hit and nothing's threatening it. So stability is okay here for money. I have to remember this is not a monthly reading, it's a weekly reading. Okay, so what's this 10 of Wands about? Whoopsie, 10 of Wands. Queen of Cups, that could be Cancer. What's this King of Swords about? It could be Gemini. Hello, Gemini. Okay. Oh, gracious. 2 of Cups. All right, so if we're not worried about money, it doesn't look like we're worried about work either. What's this 7 of Swords? What's this 5 of Cups then for Gemini? That's 3 of Cups, right? So we got Queen, 2, 3 of Cups. We got competing interests here. 9 of Cups. Okay, you need to stop beating yourself up. Because we've got you trying to do too much here. We've got you trying to do all the things. And you need to stop beating yourself up. Or you need to give whatever is bothering you a rest, if you can. Because you're not making any headway here. And it's to the point where it feels like you're trying to compromise. And you're compromising, leaning towards being more accommodating than you are being fair to yourself as well in a situation. So this is all about you needing to give it a rest. And to practice some self-care and some self-preservation here. Not ending things, not being harsh, not anything like that. Just whatever you're negotiating or having to deal with, particularly with a loved one, this could be romantic or family, you are doing it at the expense of self-care. Money is stable and secure. Are you arguing with someone about future stability? Because it seems like that's where things aren't... Like it's almost like you're wanting one thing, your person's wanting another, and you're not going to get it. You need to bow out. You're not going to come to clear resolution or agreement here. And you're having trouble cutting that off or realizing that, and you need to stop wanting to negotiate. Because as long as you're negotiating, you're negotiating. But if you say your piece, and then you stand in that, and you hold to that, and you remove yourself from the, not battlefield, but like I've got a cat here, thank you very much. And you remove yourself from the negotiations table, so to speak, that's it. The danger in that is like, oh gosh, what if they don't want what I want? Well, then they don't, and then have your answer. But keeping the negotiations going, it's like, ooh, I feel like it might have the potential to wear you down, and you don't want that. Because that's where this comes in and the need for self-care. It's like, oh my gosh, it's just so hard. It's always so much. And it doesn't have to be. And this part of it is you wanting to negotiate in good faith or wanting to, you're believing in the compromise, but it feels like you're going to need to be pretty strategic about distancing yourself from doing that. Because they're still getting what they want while you aren't, as long as you're negotiating. Because it's just it could very well be systematically trying to wear you down to their level. Not that they're beneath you, but just to their side of things, what they want. What's this Page of Wands about? Is that because it's new, or are you just dealing with somebody that's not giving very little, or they just kind of want to keep it at one level? And you're just like, you know what, I don't like, as things progress, we have a chance now because the orders are lifting, right? We can, start to leave our homes, fingers crossed. I'd like to know what the game plan is, or, let's start getting together. And they're like, kind of like just talking in the video thing. There's a problem with that. Page of Wands. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be problematic if there are boundaries set and if you don't over attach. but it looks like there could be a lot of kind of devotion and attention given to this when the other person might not just be ready for that. Like they've got other things they've got to worry about. You don't. Money's good. Work is stable. Things in your life are stable. So this is like, this can be of interest to you, and you can kind of devote more time to it perhaps. And you've got someone that is just not ready for where you're at. And you two haven't been able to come to like a clear understanding of that, or you haven't seen it for what it is. They might not want what you want. So this is about you detaching from that and being like, okay, accepting the reality of it for now and doing your own thing with your tribe. Detaching, accepting the reality, and doing your own thing with your tribe. This could be Gemini, Taurus, or Libra. What's this Six of Wands about? The Six of Wands about for Gemini. Good for you. Good for you. So this is, okay, this is you doing that. And I'm sitting here talking myself blue in the face for 4 minutes, and you don't need to hear it because you're doing it. So good. It looks like you're going back and forth with it, or it's going to be kind of like, but you might, this might be an internal struggle, but externally you're saving face here. Externally you're just like, yeah, no problem, I get it. But internally you're like, well, I like that this doesn't come at the expense of your physical well-being or like your material security here. I like that you're not willing to compromise that. Like that's a hard pass. So as long as that's intact, you're like, okay, I can give freely or devote here. And this is a lot of effort for nothing because the person simply isn't ready for it yet. And it looks like you recognize or realize that, and you stand your ground. This perhaps might have been more internal dialogue going on within yourself, but it looks like you're just like, nope, I'm not going to be the one chasing after anybody. I can be open and free about things also. Five of Cups, and we've got that right here too. This is about accepting the reality. In this case, for the Geminis I'm reading for, this is about accepting the reality of this situation and being like, okay, but all is not lost. This could be just simply somebody that is not where you're at. They're still having to work a lot, or they're in a different position or place. It's not ideal. It's not lost, but it's certainly not what you want it to be. And this is you pulling back your effort because you're the only one able to make such an effort. And it's all for naught at this point. And you recognize that and you pull back. So it's about accepting what is and being open to other things rather than hanging yourself up on this issue and trying to forge through when someone simply can't or won't, or they're not ready. This feels like it's still going to happen though. It just feels like it's not happening right now. It feels like you're more available and flexible than they can be or they are right now. So this is something that would do well to be shelved, or kind of like basically, yeah, you see it for what it is and be like, okay, I'm going to pull back effort for right now. Because this is going to happen, just not right now. And it looks like not till the end of the beginning of it, because they're a lot busier than you are. They've got a lot more going on personally and work-wise than you do. So nice. Discover your courage. And a lot of times there's courage in letting things alone or backing off. There's a lot of courage in not having to win or not having to meet a certain objective just for the sake of it being planned, or I want it that way, or it's part of a plan. We need to be here by this. And then, so this is about having the courage to kind of pull back and let something evolve. In this case, I'm not calling you needy or clingy. I'm not doing that. But this is someone that's got to be able to meet you where you want, instead of you having to go, okay, I'll pitch in for now, and then it stays there and then you're unhappy. No, this is you keeping your options open and doing your own thing and letting this person meet you. This could also, on the flip side, this could also be that you're having, this is about you letting them know how you feel. Like discover your courage and being honest with them about how you feel. I feel like though it's more about you being ready and they're not yet. So you're like, and yeah. I mean, it could be you have discovering the courage to let them know how you feel and coming up with a plan to kind of do a lot of group things together and then kind of slowly ease into it. But I don't think so. I don't think you'd waste your time. You wouldn't be that circuitous. You wouldn't be that kind of like low-key subtle about it. I think you'd want your feelings known. You'd want to get to the bottom of it quicker than that. You'd want to make it known. So I think this is more about you two having honest conversations about what can be for the both of you right now. And there's nothing wrong with that. It needs to be talked about. And this doesn't have to mean that you're walking away. It's just that you're not really, like what you want right now is not ideal, but you're not going to attach to it because that's down the road. But for right now, you just got to keep your options open and see what else you can do to keep yourself busy, tribe, all that. Gemini. All right, so we got on the side, Knight of Pentacles, and then we've got the Ten of Cups. Okay, so isn't that a perfect little analogy right here? Because I'm horrible at analogies, but this perfectly landing on its side like that. It's like it's up in the air. It's up in the air. It's not unstable because someone's a perfectionist and just really controlling and not budging and being stubborn. And it's not being offered at a methodical, consistent, reliable pace. It's exactly in the middle. Things are up in the air for your person, not for you. But because things are up in the air for your person, it makes it up in the air for you two as a couple. And you have no control over it, but you're affected by it. So taking that realization into account, it shows you here detaching and keeping your options open. But it also is you going, what the heck's going on? It shows that it bugs you internally. You might not be showing it externally, but internally you're like, ah. And that's okay. That's for now. It is going to happen, just not just yet. They're busy for like the next 3 weeks, if not month. Okay, Gemini. Thank you for your service if you're a first responder or essential worker. And again, happy Mother's Day to you, if it applies. Hope to see you all in the next reading. Much love and support to you. Thank you for stopping by. Take care.